Hello there, and welcome to another 2 versus 2 match on Dune 2000. So apparently we are going to have Kipper, who's going to play as the dark green Harkonnen. He's gonna be teaming up with Mapappa. Hopefully I'm not butchering this name completely, but I probably am, so yeah. Sorry about that. And on the top side we have the purple Atreides, Seb, teaming up with SWBoss, who's actually Berkani, the orange Harkonnen. So yeah, this is gonna be a standard 2 versus 2 on 8-minute no rush rule set, which means you are basically not allowed to rush your opponent's base until this timer up here is over. You are, however, allowed to attack enemy units, except for harvesters, and you are also not allowed to camp enemy factories, so that you can kill everything that comes out of the factories until this time is over. So now that we got the disclaimers and rules and everything out of the way, we can actually have a look at what the players are doing. We have here double scouting on both sides. It seems that Keeper and Mapappa have gotten the middle, probably going to look to go to the right, while the other team is trying to go to the bottom, and they will scout all this bottom side of Mapappa. They will get all the information there at the same time. We can see Keeper and Mapappa will scout Seb here really soon. They're also gonna get the information on the top. Um, Barkani right now scouting the base here, so nothing really happening obviously at the beginning, unless they will meet with the scouting unit somewhere, which will trigger an engagement. It usually does. So let's check out their build orders. It seems that Barkani is going without concrete under the wind traps, which is something that will speed up his production. He will be able to slap down the buildings and the refineries much quicker. However, Seb will go for the standard concrete under the wind trap. However, I can realize right now that Seb went for 3 refineries and just 1 factory, and at the same time this is very similar to what Berkani is doing. Now I haven't really watched a game in many years actually, or played a game actually online, so maybe the meta has changed, but this is really weird to me coming back after all this time. The standard build order used to be double heavy factory after the second refinery, but they're going for the repair pad. This means they're gonna go for a quick double MCV, which is something that was being introduced back in 2015, this build order, but I didn't really manage to witness it too much because I stopped playing back then. There goes the MCV for Keeper. He will deploy it somewhere around here and will speed up his production. Same time, Mapappa working on that MCV as well, most likely. In the meantime, we can see Berkani is just getting harvesters, and he has moved half of his, not half, but like 25% of his spice mining to the top part, which is not a bad idea actually. Players are splitting up their scouting units now, no more double scouting for now. We can check what Seb is doing. He's got 4 refineries and 2 heavy factories, no MCV, so Kipper is the only one. Kipper and Mapappa, I guess. Yeah, he delayed the MCV actually. So he slapped down the repair pad, but took some time to get the MCV. So Kipper got he actually got 2 MCVs, so now he has 3 construction yards. This means everything's gonna build really quickly on Kipper's side right there. So we can have a look right now. I think all 4 players have pretty much most of the map scouted. As we can see here on the map, this is pretty much the only side that was not touched by any of these 4 players. So this means they all have the info, and they will be able to properly coordinate. No engagement so far, no units have been lost, not even the initial scouting trike. Nothing has really happened in terms of aggression. Keeper slamming down his 5th refinery and will now go with a light factory before the 3rd. Oh, sorry, no, he does have 3 heavy factories. So apologies, now going for the 2nd light factory, and there goes an engagement. Some infantry units have died there for Keeper, and and Seb will now retreat to the middle position on the eastern side. Keeper getting ready here for anything, and now Mapappa is going to take the middle. In the meantime, Berkani bringing some reinforcements to his position right here. On Mapappa, pretty aggressive push here actually. They might be trying to double a Seb here. Yep, Kipper is moving up right now, so this could be a double attempt. However, most likely Berkani will respond, and he's doing it right now. And this could actually be a bad position for White here if he gets caught in between these two players. Berkani moving to the middle is gonna catch a heavy tank there. Keeper is going to try to catch some of the units of Seb there unguarded. Seb retaliating there, and now Mapappa, he's going for the engagement with Berkani. That siege tank should definitely kill this group of infantry right there, but it's not happening. Mapappa is going to lose this engagement. The troopers are doing a lot of damage actually, and those troopers are still alive. Berkani getting a pretty solid victory here in the middle. At the same time, Keeper will have to rotate and perhaps try to fight for the middle, not let Berkani get it completely. So yeah, he's rotating to the middle position now, and Seb is probably going to look forward to push and become a bit more aggressive towards Keeper. He can catch some of these units disorganized here, has sniped some siege tanks or something, and he's going to try. He's gonna get these 3 troopers at least. So it's a pretty good position here for Keeper. Sorry, for Seb. He could perhaps try to move to Keeper's base, but no, he's going to try to challenge the middle position. But this is a bad place to be. His units are split apart, and Keeper can snipe some of them easily right there. But Berkani is gonna come and reinforce the middle position, so Keeper can get doubled. However, Mapappa bringing some devastators out, so he attacked up. He's gonna bring the heavy firepower there. You can see Keeper doing the same thing. He's switching over to devastators. Pretty much everyone going high tech now. Seb is, I think he just slapped the X-Research Center, so he might be switching to Sonics as well. He definitely should, I guess. So Keeper trying to come from behind. He's trying to get into Seb's territory here. This could be a double engagement, but Keeper is ready. He's ready to defend that, and at the same time Seb doesn't have a lot of stuff in his main base. So Keeper is being very aggressive here. He's moving an entire control group, but we have an engagement down here. Keeper gonna be aggressively pushing back Seb's army on the bottom. In the meantime, Berkani and Mapappa are finding it out there as well. And yes, Seb is forced to retreat there. Keeper putting a lot of pressure. Those siege tanks in perfect position to snipe all the infantry groups. And now it seems Keeper will be trying to put pressure on Berkani's base. This could actually work out. Berkani doesn't have much defenses in his main base. I'm wondering if he doesn't see this group here. This could really be dangerous. He can take all these harvesters pretty easily. And now Keeper going to move even more towards Seb's units who are retreating here, but they are retreating the middle of enemy territory. They are going right into Keeper's allies, so these are probably gonna have a hard time surviving. Watch top indeed, as Keeper will be launching this attack. He really took some time here. He could have went earlier and maybe do even more damage than he will at this point. Seb's units on the bottom are getting sandwiched here, and they will all die. But Seb managed to get a refinery, so still not worth it, but at least he got some damage there. Harvesters are going down for Berkani, and Keeper's attack seems to be on halt there, but on the bottom he will retaliate against Seb's units. Now Mapappa is going to reinforce. He's moving towards the mill. So no rotation for Berkani yet. He will try to annihilate this threatening group there. Mapappa pretty aggressive push here, and he's gonna lose these light vehicles. He did realize he's a bit too aggressive there. He moved back to this position, a much more defensive position here in the middle ridges. In the meantime, Kipper massing a bunch of units. He has 2 MCVs with this attack group. He might be trying to expand to the mill and around here, I guess. But we can see now Seb, not a bad position. He's gonna sandwich these units, but he has Kipper behind. And oh my god, Kipper has a lot of stuff there. This is gonna be painful. In the meantime, this is gonna be an aggressive push here towards Mapappa's base. And Seb is still holding on there, but he has no siege tanks, and these troopers will be extremely painful. He's gonna lose a lot of units there. In the meantime, Berkani, he's pushing. He's indeed pushing. He's gonna get most of these units because of the Devastator's very slow rotation speed here for Mapappa, and to the mill, Kipper annihilating everything that was left of Seb there. Painful casualties there for Seb. A siege tank or 2 could have gotten rid of most of those infantry units, but Berkani, he's pushing. He's in a good position here, but Kipper, he has consolidated pretty good here around Seb's expansion. So this expansion could be doomed actually. Well, Berkani's not pushing. He's definitely having the edge right now, but he's not pushing, while his ally is having a really hard time here in the east middle position. So yeah, nothing's really happening for a moment here, but Berkani is looking forward to a push. At the same time, Kipper is pushing. He's in a good position, but those troopers will die due to the sonic fire. But the amount of Devastators and troopers will be enough to be able to make a push here. Seb will reinforce it, but those troopers will have a hard time against all those siege tanks. In the meantime, Mapappa consolidating the defense here against the pretty aggressive push from Berkani. Now Berkani is gonna send some help here on Seb's front, which will be very helpful for Seb. We can watch the credits. Mapappa not doing very well. He's just 2,000 credits. That's not gonna be enough to maintain this pressure because his spice fields are a bit under constant pressure. He is still harvesting from the right. Yes, I am. Yes. So Kipper. These harvesters are going to absorb the damage from the troopers. However, the push will probably succeed because Seb doesn't really have a lot to stop this with. Those harvesters are just soaking up damage, but it's not enough to stop it. And now Berkani is going for the push, for the big push. Right here, those harvesters will soak up the damage, and this is actually a very good defense for Mapappa. Trying to have a look here as well. There are a lot of things happening at the same time. We can clearly see here Mapappa will defend this properly, and because Berkani had to rotate towards Seb's front, he will not be able to reinforce this attack with a lot of stuff. So the pressure on Mapappa's base is sort of gone, but now Kipper is gonna meet both his enemies on this front. You can see Mapappa and Kipper sharing the bottom expansion here. Nobody seems to be the fan of concrete under wind traps anymore. No, actually Berkani is still around here. He's still putting some sort of pressure. Now he will get chased down and killed by the gazillion light vehicles. However, that was a pretty good push there for Berkani. Now Kipper's gonna try to finish off this expansion from Seb here, but Berkani, is he moving down? He might be moving down, going to be very aggressive. Maybe perhaps go for the expansion or the main of Kipper. Let's see what he's going to do. Maybe try to get the harvesters, I don't know. There's a lot of harvesters though, so he's gonna have to invest a lot of time into that. Keeper not manage. He's slamming down a construction yard here, so he's contesting that expansion very aggressively. Has even deployed a base there already, and he's bringing another MCV. Barkhane hit and run attacks pretty good on his side. He's trying to put as much pressure as possible here on Kipper's side. In the meantime, he's also holding Mapappa at bay, basically. He won't let him get out of this position. We can see right now Seb. What is Seb doing? Yep, he's gonna bring more Sonics and an MCV. In the meantime, Mapappa will clear out the remaining units from Barkhane. Barkhane not paying attention to this region because he's focused around here in the middle, maybe going to try to sneak on the expansion. That quad definitely did something useful by taking out the light factory. But Mapappa is paying attention. A lot of trikes there, but they will be enough to discourage Barkhane from a push. Now Mapappa will be trying to, you know, try to get a little bit more into Barkhane's expansion territory. And an airstrike from Seb is going to take out some of the units. I missed half of the airstrike, but I'm sure it did take some units out. But the expansion is lost as Kipper is successfully pushing inside. Now Barkhane is gonna go back. He's pushing with the harvester, so he's using the harvester decoy to absorb the damage and run over troopers. It's gonna be very effective. Guess we can have a look at this engagement right here. Devastators against Devastators. It's gonna be an interesting engagement. Those siege tanks won't do much against the heavy armor from Barkhane, but Kipper, he's in a very strong position here to the east side of the map. Seb is still trying to take a hold of this expansion. Remember, as long as concrete is down, you can kill all the buildings, but your opponent will still be able to build again in that sector because of the concrete, so you have to get rid of the concrete as well if you want to prevent him from rebuilding there. Now Mapappa is going to bring a bunch of light vehicles to the mill. This might be a sneak attack on Barkhane's base, but Barkhane has a lot of quads there to defend with. Barkhane is going to push with harvesters. Will do some damage there. Harvester is pushing right towards his base, towards Mapappa's base. And Kipper, this is very aggressive from Kipper. This is a slow, methodical pace for Kipper, but it's very effective because, you know, he's not over committing to a rush, but he's slowly advancing and consolidating his position. This is a very solid attack here on Kipper's side. Has a lot of harvesters to use as decoys, and he clearly got this expansion. So Kipper's running on 3 bases right now, or rather 2.5 bases. The sneak attack from Mapappa is not effective, sort of. He's gonna try to get this construction yard, but he will not get it as Barkhane is there, and also Seb was paying attention, repairing it. A lot of stuff happening on the map, trying to pay attention to everything, but it's sort of difficult. And this is the engagement from Kipper, very powerful engagement. Barkhane, he needs to rotate here and help his ally, otherwise this will be very bad for the top team. A lot of harvesters, he will use them to soak up all this damage from the quads. And Barkhane, he is paying attention, will retreat because this is no way you can win such an engagement. So Kipper in a very good position here. He's putting a lot of pressure. Trying to see what's Barkhane's unit count. But he will not really be able to rotate over here as he will get some pressure from Mapappa. But Kipper a little bit sandwiched here. It seems like Kipper is gonna lose this engagement actually. Seb should be definitely moving out. Yes, he is, and now will take out all the devastators that Keeper has been committing to this sector. Keeper's gonna bring some reinforcements, but it will probably not be enough. Those harvesters making the difference there, but Seb still has a lot more units in the base to defend with. However, the harvesters very useful. And Mapappa is gonna join with a bunch of light vehicles there. Very interesting. Barkani, he will bring some help here. Might be too late. Seb's economy is definitely dead. He cannot. He has 2 harvesters left in the field, 2 more in the base. He is slapping down more refineries, but he cannot harvest at all because Keeper is right outside his base. So all his spice fields have been denied, basically. So not a good position for Seb here. He's under a lot of pressure and he's completely out of cash. Meanwhile, the other player is doing pretty well in terms of economy. Keeper will be pushing Barkani's group of units here, just light vehicles, so it should be easy peasy for Keeper to get rid of that. Meanwhile, Seb is trying to amass a defense here with mostly infantry, and it will probably not work out very well. In the meantime, to the mill, Mapappa is trying to move and take a position, but Barkani will engage and will catch some of those units off guard and quite possibly take them out. Keeper going to push on Seb's base right now, and Seb, that's the GG for Seb. This is it, probably. This is the game. Barkani is still fighting there, but he will probably surrender as well real soon. However, we can see Barkani winning the engagement in the mill, but we'll have to deal with Keeper, and that is it. GG. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later with more videos.